This orientation video for Freshman Composition 1 will focus on process journals. I'm going to talk about what they are, where to find the assignments, where to find the topics to write them, and then where to turn them in. So let's first talk about what they are. In our course homepage, there is a page focusing on journals. And you'll see in there I talk about journals in general and then free writing journals, but there is a section focusing on process journals. Process journals are very interesting. You're going to be writing about your writing. And with process journals, I give you one of those a week. I provide you the topic, and they're really kind of thinking topics, kind of a depth journal. You may have to do some reading. You may have to do an activity. You may have to do some kind of thinking before you're really able to respond. And then you write following the prompt. They always have a minimum word length, typically of 250 words, sometimes a little bit longer. And as I mentioned, they're always you writing about your writing about your learning and your experience in the class. And the interesting thing is that you're going to post these, and all your peers are going to be able to see them. And I really want you to read each other's posts, because you'll then tap into the multiplicity of views, perspectives, and experience that your peers have about that topic also. And I think you'll find it to be really interesting and very rich. The two aspects of process journals, as I talk about in here, are that you first respond to the process journal prompt. So there's the response. As I mentioned, it should be typically 250 words. And then I'm going to ask you to read the post of your peers and write what I call aha responses. These are 25 to 50 words, so they're more than just a really short answer. And I want you with those to share some kind of insight, question, or confirmation of ideas, or maybe some different perspective that you were made aware of, some kind of aha moment that you have from reading your peers' post. They're meant to be conversational and engaging. So you'll need to do at least 4 of those. These process journals are really informal writing pieces, so they're not meant to be in essay form, or we're not looking for proper documentation or MLA format, or even really grammar. I suggest that you review it briefly and make some, catch any really obvious errors if you can, but I'm not really grading them on their grammar and things like that. It's for the thinking that's in the piece. So that's what process journals are. Let's talk about then where you find the assignment. So you'll see here's the essay cycle assignment sheet link, and that is also found through the essays. So I'm going to get to it from here, and it takes me to the same place, and I open the essay cycle assignment sheet, and here's where you'll find the content of all our assignments, including the process journals. So there's the editing grammar, and here's process journal 1. And there you'll find the topic, you'll find any other instructions surrounding that process journal, and instructions for doing it, links to go review, readings to do, whatever it might be. And notice in this case that it's a little bit longer, so you need to look carefully. So that's where you find the process journal topics inside the essay cycle assignment sheets. Now, where do you turn the work in? And you could go directly here when you see the assignment and process journals not showing up because I did it a second ago. But really, you could also go through modules. And that's where you see the places where you turn work in, the assignments. And there's process journal 1. And you'll see the assignments not inside here because it's in the essay cycle assignment sheet. But let's imagine that I've written my process journal saved it in Microsoft Word. Here it is. And now I'm going to copy it all. And I'm going to go to the Process Journal 1 forum. And then in the reply box, I'm going to paste my process journal. And if I need to review it and change anything, I can, and then post. And there I've turned in my initial response. Let me show you an example from a previous class of how the AHA responses look. So here is a student's response, and then right below are the AHA responses. And they had clicked the reply directly under that person's response to do the replies, and they show up right under. And you see this person had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ahas. And then here comes the next person, and they begin to get ahas. And if I, like we're doing an aha for this, I would click reply. It's nice to put AHA in front so it sort of stands out, and then I can type my response and post it, which I'm not going to do for here. And just a kind of reminder with Canvas that you know, the people on top tend to get the most responses, but it dumps everything in the same bucket. So you might read around, go all the way to the bottom, and maybe read up so those people get some responses. But I think you'll find these process journals to be very, very interesting. And since you're always writing about your writing, they will form the foundation for what you write in your final exam, where you'll talk about your own understanding, and you might call it your theory of writing that you will use in your final exam. So that is explaining what process journals are like, and that concludes this orientation video for now.